is Ernie Hernandez. I'm the head strength coach here at California Strength. What I'm going to show you guys today is a couple things that we do for scapular mobility as well as shoulder stability. These are things that we use with a lot of our baseball players, since they have a lot of overhead movement, and then especially making sure they're balanced right to left, because baseball players especially usually only throw with one arm, so they get a lot of imbalance between right to left. And then we also use it with our weightlifters to make sure that they can catch a snatch overhead properly and in a strong position, as well as their jerks. So Scott's going to demonstrate a band pull apart. Okay, so this is something that we do to help retract the scapula. Alright, so he's turning to the side. Keeps his arms straight. Okay, the band comes just below his chest when he pulls out. Okay, and he's pulling his shoulder blades together towards the center of his back. Alright, so if you notice, his shoulder blades are moving in towards the center of his back. So this helps with the rhomboids in the middle trap. Okay. Another thing that we also do is going to be something called the Sotts press. Okay, so Scott's going to take the bar in a snatch grip, so a wide grip. He's going to put it on his shoulders. Okay, he's going to get down in a full squat position. Okay, and staying down here without using his legs. Okay, he's just going to press the bar up and lock out the elbows. Okay, come back down. Okay, so if you notice, his arm is externally rotated when he presses up, so he's going to push back on the bar and keep that bar behind him so that the shoulder never internally rotates, because if that happens, the bar is going to come forward. Okay, so you can't catch a snatch strongly with your shoulders internally rotated, because everything's just going to come forward. So that's something that you could do. You could do a couple sets of those before your snatch workout as a warm-up. So do about 10 pull-aparts and about 5 Sotts press. It's a very challenging exercise, so you don't want to do a lot of reps for that one. And then if that's something that you have a lot of problems with catching a snatch in a strong position, then you could also do it after your snatch workout to really strengthen that part of the body. All right. Another thing that we like to do for shoulder stability, okay, is something called YTW. Okay, so Scott's going to take these plates here, face down on an incline. Okay, and he's just going to make those shapes with his body. So his pinkies are going to be rotated up, okay, and he's going to come up and make a Y with his hands. Okay, so if you notice here, okay, when he comes up, his scapulars are being pulled down and in. All right, and he's also working the supraspinatus up here. Okay, so again, the scapulars come down and in, comes up as far as he can. All right, keeping the elbow straight. Okay, now he's going to rotate his hands out, so his thumbs are facing up. He's come up and make a T. Okay, so this is again going to retract the scapulas in. Okay, very similar to the band pull aparts. Okay, so he's going to squeeze the middle of his back together, come up and make a T with his elbow straight. Okay, and the last one's going to be W. Okay, so he's going to bring his elbows up. Okay, up towards the shoulders, so it's a straight line from his elbow through his shoulder joint. Through his shoulders to his other elbow, and he's going to just rotate his humerus back. Alright, so that works on external rotation here at the back of the shoulder. Alright, so again, we're working on the small scapular stabilizers. Okay, so those aren't going to be muscles that you're using a lot of weight for. So, use like 2, 3, 5 pounds is going to be enough. Alright, you don't want to kill those. Alright, another thing that we also do for shoulder stability, it's also a very deceiving exercise, is the kettlebell press. So the ball of the kettlebell is going to be up. Okay, so now what he's going to do is press up. Okay, keeping the shoulder rotated forward, so the armpit's rotated forward. He's going to try to bring his bicep to his ear, not the opposite. Keep the head straight. Okay, and he's going to lock the elbow out. Okay, so this is a very stable position for the shoulder, but when you add weight, okay, it's going to challenge that position. Okay. Also, another thing is people like to do is they like to rock their rib cage up. Okay, so he wants to bring his rib cage down. Okay, and that really challenges the abdominals as well. All right. So this is a very challenging exercise. This is only 10 pounds, but again, it's challenging that stable position of the shoulder. Okay, and so being in this one knee position also challenges the abdominals. All right. So just a few things that we do for shoulder stability and scapular mobility that not only helps with weightlifting, but our other athletes as well. These are things that we do for shoulder prehab, just so we're preventing injury. But if anyone's having shoulder pain or shoulder discomfort, we'll do specific functional muscle tests. We'll look at mobility of the shoulder and look at motor patterns. and see what we need to change up. So for those individuals, we do a specific program for them. For all these guys, we're doing foam rolling and soft tissue work and stretching, but if someone has certain issues, we're definitely going to give them an individual program that's specific to those issues. But again, these are just things that we do to help prevent those injuries and keep these guys strong, so they can lift healthy and strong.